Well, hey there. Thanks for joining us here at Rock Hard Riffs, the guitar channel for the self-taught. You know, in some of my videos, I keep mentioning, back in the day, blah, blah. Well, today I'm going to show you some stuff from back in the day, so don't go away. Well, howdy folks. Welcome to, again, Rock Hard Riffs, the guitar channel for the self-taught. Today we're going to take a little stroll down the old memory lane, because I keep mentioning it, so I thought I'd show you some photos and stuff of some of the old stuff from way back. Now, if you've seen some of my older videos, I've mentioned a Hondo Les Paul, and that's that guitar right there. And that's a Randall 6x10 or 6x12 speaker cabinet, and I forget what the head was on that. And you can see a couple pedals there. I've got the old Boss distortion pedal, and I think the one on the right is a flanger, I think, and the one in the middle is a noise gate, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, and look, there's a Morley power wah over there on the left. Now, just to date this, so you can see this is legitimate, that is an old black and white TV. I think it's a Zenith or a Quasar, something like that. So anyway, that was my third guitar. I had an old S&H Green Stamps acoustic. Then I got a Memphis Strat. I traded the Memphis Strat in on this Hondo Les Paul because I liked the flatter fretboard. It felt like what I was learning on, which was a classical guitar, which has a very flat and wide fretboard. So, all right, let's move on a little bit. Now there I moved up. That is a Les Paul Custom. That's probably from 1982 or so. That's a Gibson Les Paul Custom. Beautiful guitar, love the case. Again, there's that Randall cabinet there. And then I started getting other guitars. Now this guitar, folks, this is a Hamer, H-A-M-E-R, Vector. This was the best guitar I have ever owned by far, hands down. You didn't play this guitar, it played you. If you have any guitars like that you don't have anymore, that you can kick yourself for getting rid of, leave something in the comments about it. Now, that is a custom, I think it was a custom amp head. I blew that amp. I've blown several amps, by the way, and people have blown mine that speaker cabinets that I've lent out. In fact, that speaker cabinet, a friend of mine's band, the singer, and also rhythm guitar player, or lead, I don't know who he was, but he blew that cabinet anyway. Now, I have also mentioned Gallien-Krugers, that I've owned Gallien-Krugers in the past, and there's one of them. And man, this thing was a butt kicker. Just absolutely loved it. And you plug it into a cabinet. It's sitting on top of a Marshall 4x12. Okay. Now, here's that acoustic guitar. I did a review on this. That's how long I've had this. And this also had a sister 12-string that I had with it, and I don't know why I don't have pictures of it. But there's the acoustic. Now here's my babies. That on the right is a Gibson EDS 1275, or the Jimmy Page double neck, or Alex Lifeson double neck, or what's his name from the Eagles, Don Felder, one of my favorite players. That is walnut color right there. And if you look, right above the headstock, there's it's a small, like a breadbasket size Gallien-Kruger. That's a GK250 ML, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the name of the other one. Hopefully we can see that when I zoomed in on it. But I don't have either the Flying V or the double neck anymore. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I kick myself over and over and over for that. But I do have that guitar, the double neck, tattooed on my left arm. So, and you're going to see it in a second. Okay, and there's the Flying V, and I had a 25th anniversary slant top, Marshall slant top, and that's a Gallien-Kruger on top. I also had a Marshall head. I don't know why I don't have pictures of that, but I didn't either. I'm not much of a photo guy. I don't know about you folks. Now you can really see the color of that Flying V. This is what they called Midnight Pearl. Is that not cool or what? Just a gorgeous guitar, and just played like all get out. And that's a Kahler vibrato. Trem bar, whatever you want to call it. Vibrato. It's vibrato. Kahler. Killer. Loved it. So there's the double neck and the V together. This is the only picture I have of myself performing somewhere at some time. And that's me right there. Right there with the flying V there. And that's my drum set too. You can barely see it, but there's my Marshall top and all that. That was a band I was in called Faster Traffic. Okay. Now let's look at some other stuff just for fun. Okay, that's when I was a hippie. Trying to be a hippie again, it just doesn't grow like that anymore. There's an angry young man. I was 17 at that time. Still angry. What is all that about? I think that's a Black Sabbath shirt on. Here we go back to some stuff I did with a prior career of mine. That's Mike Tyson and myself. And that's me with Roberto Duran, 6-time world champion, middleweight boxing champ. 6-time middleweight world champion. Little Hands of Stone, they called him, or Hands of Stone, not Little Hands of Stone. And that's me there. And there's the tattoo I was telling you about the double neck. So, all right, let's take a look at some other stuff, folks. Okay, this part's kind of rated PG+, I guess. Now, this is my old stage name. That is I am now Mo Beans. Back then, I was Jack Shit. And I had a band called Jack Shit and the Shitheads. So if anybody tells you you don't know Jack Shit, guess what? You still don't. Now you know Mo Beans. So this is an old party flyer. And that's me. Sir Isaac Gump presents. And this is a flyer for a band I had called Faster Traffic. You remember these days, guys, if you were in bands, or if you still do it and you put out flyers everywhere and all that kind of thing, you know, in parking lots of bars or whatever. There's another Jack Shit and the Shithead party. That is a steaming pile of shit. Just in case you were curious. Big blank space. Now I have these pieces of paper over these to block out addresses and things like that. Okay, here's another Faster Traffic flyer. And I had another band prior to this called Thaxter Trafton. And that's how we got the name Faster Traffic. We were telling the bass player, this new bass player, yeah, the drummer and I, we were in a band called Thaxter Trafton. And he said, what? Faster Traffic? And we thought, hey, that's a keeper. And so we used it. So these are Faster Traffic flyers too. So these go way back, guys. These go back into the 80s. I'm sure there's some dates on it. Yeah, 1987. See if I can find it. I don't look at the Burning Witch. Oh! Gosh, I'm looking for more dates here. 87. There was one from 86 here too. Maybe earlier also. So anyway, that's it, guys. Part of my history, rock and roll history from the past, and I had a whole lot more gear than what you saw in those pictures. But that's all I have pictures of. So I thought I'd just share that with you. Leave a comment, folks, if you enjoy this. Tell me if you think it's too indulgent, whatever. Let me know. Give me your comments, opinions, ideas, etc. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching Rock Hard Riffs, and we will see you next video.